All right, everybody, welcome. Joe White here. It's time for Ask Joe, our weekly Facebook Live show, right? We call this on-the-spot coaching. So we spend about 30 minutes answering your questions. You can participate by asking questions in the comment section, or if you want to remain anonymous, you can do so in sending me a message, or you can just watch. Make sure you say hi when you come in. We got some great questions that were submitted. I do want to share a couple things real quick. If you do want to submit a question, we do have a form for that in between shows. So it's always better for me if you use a form, because I forget, right? I'm getting old. I forget where you send it to. Is it Messenger? Is it email? Which email, right? So we got some great questions, and I've been supercharged all day. We just started our sunrise meditation. We got a whole bunch of people. We got like 25 people, 6 a.m. in the morning, doing a 12-day meditation to level up your life. And it's a guided journey. So if you've ever been to one of our seminars and you've probably done a guided journey where you close your eyes, we had some cool music and we took you on a journey. So if you want to get in, just go to Get Life Coaching or go to yoursunrisechallenge.com. It's freaking unbelievable. I've been vibrating all day. So if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. We do have some pre-submitted questions here. And make sure you come in and say hi. I definitely want to hear from you and see you, right? So here we go. Let's get underway with some questions. And what do we got here? Okay. Is it okay to use negative incantations? This is anonymous. I am fat, so if I were to say I'm sick of my stomach, it's in the way when I'm trying to pick up something. I don't know if that's an actual incantation, but you know what I mean. Smiley face. I want to get to the perception so I can do the procedure. Well, that's great. Perception, procedure. And what she's talking about is we have in our newsletter, we post it on Facebook. It's called Whiteboard Coaching with Joe. Everything ends in Joe somehow. And we it's so cool. We actually draw shit out, and your job is to try kind of decipher it. No, but we draw things out so you get to see it versus just speaking. So just go to my Facebook page, check it out, or go to our YouTube channel. It's on there too. Yeah, like the first thing that kind of resonated with me for this person was, is it okay to use negative incantations? I'm fat. Understand that every word that you say affects your biochemistry. So basically, when you say negative things to yourself, you're kind of releasing negative stuff in your body. Just keep it real simple. Also, you're rehearsing in your head. In other words, your brain stores memories as images and sounds and connected feeling. Just but think of images and sound. So for you to say that, you got an image of your head that you're fat. And then every time you access it, it's that same picture. So you're conditioning yourself. I'm not a fan of negative incantations, right? You got to focus your thoughts, your focus, your energy on where you want to be. So the incantation I would do is, I treasure and honor my body. It's a vessel of my dreams. I use food as fuel and exercise as my drive, as my engine. So I would definitely state it in the positive. So an incantation, and a lot of people use different words, mantras and things like that, and I have zero issue with other words. But to me, an incantation is something you say with emotional intensity. In other words, there's 3 ways that we condition something in our brain. Number 1, through repetition. I am happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. If you say it 10,000 times, it will start to sink in. But who has 10,000 times to say it, right? So the next way is uniqueness. So you can say something, hello Stacy, hello Scott, Mary, welcome everybody. So you can say doing something unique. So if you put a rhyme to it or do it over music, it's unique. The third way is emotional intensity. And I love that, right? Sure, and I used to jump on a rebounder. It's a small trampoline. And I used to just go over and over again my incantations. You can do it that way. Or you can say it quietly. My body, I honor and I love my body. It's the greatest treasure in my life. But you have to use your body to connect to it. So focus on your language and your focus on what you want, okay? Because the other aspect of it is this part of your brain called your RAS, your reticular activating system. So you're programming your RAS, which is basically a component of your conscious mind that tells your subconscious mind what to focus on. And you are focused, you're wiring your brain to notice all the reasons why you should remain or you can't change, remain the way you are, or why you can't change. And you want to engage that for you, not against you. Okay? Second question. And again, everybody, if you're new, welcome. Make sure you say hi. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's Ask Joe. If you have a question, you can drop it into the comment section. If you want to remain anonymous, send me a message. If you just want to hang out, but make sure you say hi, right? And I will say this now because we got a bunch of people on. If you're getting value from this, do me a favor, right? Just share it on your page because you never know whose life you can impact because maybe I'm saying something that is not where you're at, but someone else may hear it and it gives them hope, strength, strategies, whatever the case may be. Okay, next question is, how do I read energy? I try to read chakra colors, but I can't see them. Probably not the right person to ask. Why I say that is, I don't see energy. I feel energy. I feel people. I feel situations. And I've never studied energy work. I know people who have, who are probably much more a better teacher of it than I am. Hey Diane, how are you? I can tell you for me, I'll put it this way. Let me frame it this way. Back in the day when I first started coaching people in my Delaware City, remember my Delaware City office, right? I used to begin to kind of feel something, like feel where I need to go with my questions as I coach somebody. And then I try to figure out like, why is it coming from? And it went away. And then I began to realize the less I tried, the more I received. I think we're all capable of doing this, whether it's energy that we feel or subconscious cues or a combination of a lot of things, right? So the less you try of it, the less you try to figure out, the more it comes to you. And we just did a session for a summit we're doing with four of the most amazing women I know called the Light and Love Summit in February of next year. And we're working and I was pulling all this stuff out. It was really kind of cool because I just allowed myself to be a conduit. So there's a lot of great people out there. If you know Gorilla Joe, wife Anastasia, she's really big in that, right? Gorilla Joe runs our fire walks. His wife is really, I don't know my own structure. I just know how I work for me. But I also know the more you try to force it, the less you get of it. So I hope that answers your question. And if you're new, come on in, say hi, everybody. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. So my third question is, if you have a question, drop it in the comment section, okay? Or if you have something you want to share, please. I want to make this interactive and not just me, right? So the next question is, I've been really struggling with stress. I went to the dentist with a toothache, and the dentist told me if he had $1 for every person who complained about their teeth because they're grinding it because of stress, he would be a rich man. So with everything going on with work and COVID and family and the election, I can even feel myself go into an anxiety. What should I do? So understand the nature of stress, everybody. we have worry, we have stress, and we have anxiety. It's a graduating scale. Hey, Jerry, how are you, buddy? In other words, it's a progressive scale. And what happens is all those three of those patterns are products of our need to counterbalance the uncertainty we feel. So my mom used to worry that I was going to end up in a ditch, right? Like when I was driving at 16. So she couldn't control me driving or control what happened or where I was. So she ran a movie in her head of the worst case scenario. Now, in reality, it made her even more worried. It amped it up. But the fact that she was controlling all those negative things that could happen to me counterbalanced that fear of not having control. So the first thing is, like, we need boundaries in life, right? And the boundary I'm talking about is what's under our control and what's under our influence. And there's 4 things under our control. The first thing is what we think, what we say, what we feel, and we do. All those things, guys, think, say, feel, do, is 100% under our control. Now, I know some of you say, but it's not easy. I don't feel like it is, but it is. Just because we feel it doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. Now, everything else is under influence. I mean, we get 1 vote for the election. And really, with Electoral College, that vote isn't a direct vote. It just goes into a pool where other people get to cast their votes. Influence is a degree. For example, my daughter is 6. I can influence her to go to bed. I can ask her nicely. I can smile. I can be playful. I can say no iPad tomorrow, right? I can say I'll read you a book. I can influence her. But when she gets 14 years old, that stuff ain't working, right? I mean, I can literally pick her up and carry her to bed if I wanted to. But when she gets older, it begins to become more and more diluted. So think of it like putting a drop of water in the ocean sometimes and expecting it to rise. You can't control other people. You can't control what they think, what they feel, what they say, and what they do. But here is the greatest tragedy of it all. When we try to control what's not under our control, other people, the election, all that stuff, guys, we begin to ignore those things that are under our control. I'll repeat that. When we try to control the things that are not under our control, we tend to ignore those things that are under our control. And that's where the wheels fall off the wagon. So asking yourself that simple question, is this under my control? And the answer is yes, take control of it. If it's not, then what strategy can I use, right? Just because something's not under your control doesn't mean you can't influence, doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. But you need a strategy and the understanding that it's not under your control. So reclaim your power there. And the second thing is, I'm a big fan of any form of meditation, quieting the mind, getting centered, getting present, mindful. Pick your word, it really doesn't matter, right? Who do we got there? Good. And if you, I'm not good at just like that type of meditation. My mind races quicker than, I don't know what. It's just like, I was doing Peloton, I'm a Peloton guy, yoga, and I noticed I'm in a stretch, reaching for my phone. And I grab my phone, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think this is really why I'm doing yoga, right? I'm just so my brain goes. But what works for me is guided journey, kind of like the sunrise challenge and things like that. And understanding when you meditate, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. It is a muscle. So you may suck at it first, but it's okay. Most people suck at it first, but the more you do it, the better. So there's 2 things I want you to focus on. Number 1, if you want kind of like a short, simple guided meditation that kind of shifts your neurology, literally, they've done studies on this, go to getlifecoaching.com, go to my homepage, scroll down. This is a free offer, right? There's no catch, no upsells, right? And about third of the way down, you'll see gifts from Joe or something. I don't know what we call it, right? And in there, you'll see a link and a little paragraph for In Your Heart meditation. Click on it, put your name, your email, because we got to send the audio program link to you, and fill it out, and instantly you'll get an email. Click on the link and you can download it. Okay, just my gift to you. The second thing I would recommend is, especially if you have like a Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, any type of music, right? You can do, they have a lot of guided meditations already there. But the thing I want you to focus on is a progressive body scan. And I do this a lot. This is imagining the white light relaxing your body. I do this at night because I got to turn off the brain. And I noticed like my tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth. My shoulder was like this. I'm like, why am I not falling asleep? Because I got so much tension in my body. My brain's like, the body's not ready to go to sleep. So you can listen to it. And I should just do a recording and give it to you guys too. So until I do, that's a good idea. Learn how to do that. It's so simple. It takes zero training. You just got to understand the concept of it. And the more you do it, you can literally sit back in your chair and just relax each part progressively down. Notice where you hold tension and release it. Because we hold all this stress, negative energy in our freaking bodies, okay? Our body's like a sponge, and it's going to hold on to whatever is present. So if it's stress, negative, angst, worry, guess what is soaked in that sponge? If it's love, abundance, gratitude, peace, joy, that gets sucked in that sponge. So that's my focus for you there. But go to getlifecoaching.com, third of the way down, you'll see it on your right-hand side of the homepage. And if you're new to this, everybody, welcome to Ask Joe. We got a little bit of time left, so if you want to ask any questions, feel free to. You can drop them in the comment section. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me say hi to some people. We said hi to Sharon and Mary and Scott, Stacy, Diane. We said hello. Hope all is well with you guys. Of course, Jerry, Mary, Bubba. Welcome. Okay, next question. Let me see. Coming through message. My goddaughter is a lot like me, even though she has an amazing mom. She also has a brother with special needs, and that maybe she may not feel as if she's getting the love and attention she needs. And that's common, right? I see that a lot where a parent or parents has a child, for whatever reason, needs other attention. And sometimes that other child feels like conflicted, neglected. In other words, there's a part of her that realizes it's almost selfish for me to feel like I want more attention. But her emotional need says, oh, I need to feel more attention, right? And it's not a terrible pattern if it's addressed. I was thinking that if her mom wrote her a vision statement or an authentic self letter or something like that, how would the mom word it? I was thinking the mom could write it on a poster board and read it to her and then tell her mom what her interpretation of that was. I don't know the age of that child, but I really like this idea. Great job of kind of pulling some stuff in. And they could do this regularly, because then my goddaughter would not only hear her mom saying positive things, but also she would also hear her own voice saying positive things. Yeah. I thought the sense she's still young, impressible, this is the best time for it to really sink in. I think that's a great idea, right? A couple tweaks to that. Number one, I don't know if I do a vision statement. I would do like a few like I am statements. Like I am love, I am happy, right? Simple incantation statements, like truths about her, right? So it might be like I am enough, I am abundant. And then, like, keep it simple. A vision statement can get really kind of like nebulous and big. So simple statements, I am, and things that, as I kind of process, things that can be repeated, like in conversation. Like, I am love, I'm abundance. And then talk to your child, what is abundance? I am grateful. I am joy. And, kids get those one words. So it's I am blank, okay, in most cases. So we're not saying, I am happy and joyful in everything I do. No, just I am statements. I am blank. I am enough. I am worthy. And when the child deviates from that, the parent can always say, well, let's remember, you are what? What does this mean? And kind of reinforce it and talk. I'm a big fan of talking through. I do that a lot with Emily, my daughter. If there's an issue, we just don't, like, if something happens that shouldn't happen, I just don't correct her. We go back in time or go back and discuss what happened, like deconstruct it. But I would also, and I've done this before with other clients, that the mom on a regular basis, once a month, maybe her and the daughter should just go out and have a special date, right? Go to the park, go to a movie, just do something that that is like just them. Because again, she's in that conflict right now where she's part of her, okay, she's 7 going on 8. Thank you. So she's not making sense of this. There's a part of her that craves it, but part of her feels guilty because she understands her sister, or sibling needs a little bit more attention. So that would be my thing. Do the I am statements, but then also do some, like the dates, okay? And just regular time, just her and mom time. I think that's big. I think that's a great tool for a parent who has multiple kids, and spend some individual time with them outside the house. Make them feel special. Like I said, it doesn't have to cost anything. You can just go to the park, right? Go Red Robin. Emily loves Red Robin. Okay, Jerry writes, since football for either one of us is not a stress reliever this year, how much TV do you watch a day? I have to admit, I'm a little bit of a TV junkie, Jerry. It's a lot of time, it's just background. Even on my Peloton, I'll have the TV on and the closed captions. I guess because I'm a little bit stimulated, I need stimulation to feel stimulated, right? No wonder why I did cocaine in my old days. But I'm very cautious what I watch. In other words, I'll watch news in the morning, but I won't watch it during the day, okay? Or at night. So I'm really isolated with it. Both teams suck big time. But yeah, so it's just for me. That's what works best for me. So I think it's more on a bigger arc. It's more important to limit what you consume. Does it serve you? Does it not conserve you? Does not serve you? In other words, that content that you consume. All right. Any other questions before we rock and roll? Well, let me recap some stuff, everybody. Again, if you got some enjoyment out of this, something out of this, please share this on your page. Also, if you want the In Your Heart meditation, go to getlifecoaching.com. If you decide that you still want to join us, we just begun the Sunset Challenge. Go and check out yoursunrisechallenge.com. And that's it. So we do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. So have a great week. Take care of yourselves, right? Get yourself centered. Keep yourself centered. Times are challenging with COVID, with political views and conflict and the elections and the debate. There's a phrase that I heard a long time ago in my journey, and that was stand guard at the door of your mind. And at first I'm like, what the hell does that mean? But it's brilliant. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Because if you don't, things are just going to come in. Negativity, false beliefs, false conditioning. There's an old song, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So stand guard at the door of your mind. Protect it, right? Don't let anything in. Do your own research, your own thoughts, your own diagnosis, and stay grounded. Get outside. Raise your energy. So that's all I got. So I'd like to thank everybody for being part of Ask Joe. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Share this, please. So until next time, this is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Rattle the cage. Bye-bye.